We about to head in here and check out
Weeki Wachee Springs.
Yay!
Y'all ready?
Yes!
Brooklyn, say hello.
Hello.
Riley?
Hello. Hey.
Let's get on out and check it out.
You will not be permitted to return a ticket if the guest has not yet arrived. Please have your
Look at it, guys.
Thank you.
We might have found the restaurant. We've made it in. It's all fun and games now, baby. We're gonna watch these grandchildren have a blast. I was having such a good time with them grandbabies when we got there, I forgot to take a picture of what it looked like from the outside from the highway. Here's some historical videos I found on the Florida Memory website. This is during the 1950s and the 1960s of what the front entrance would have looked like. I found several others of the inside. We'll string them along too as we go, so I thought you'd check this out before we get started with our trip. We're about to go on the Wilderness River Cruise.
Before we get headed on down the river. First, if you will, all please remain seated throughout the remainder of the ride. This will keep us all safe. Our captain and clear view of the river. If you do have kids with you, by the railing kid. Here on the river. That is the little blue heron. Now that's a juvenile bird. They do start out as entirely white and will turn entirely blue eventually. So allowing our noses. Now the two birds off here to our right, we've got the drawing our noses. Now the two birds off here to our right, we've got the short heron and the great egret. Another couple of wading birds here on our river. Now our river here is absolutely fantastic habitat for wading birds, mainly because of the very shallow depth of habitat for wading birds, mainly because of the very shallow depth of it. Again, the average depth is about 3 to 5 feet, but in a lot of places, especially hundreds, they are very useful due to their rot-resistant wood. Once it was determined that their slow growing speed was there now coming up in the stand of slash vines in front of us, there's going to be a couple different birds and bird nests that we can look for. So again, great blue herons in their nests are all the way off to the right way at the tippy top. That bald and the bald eagles are all the way off to the right. The nest itself with the eaglets on top is about 2/3 of the way up the tree, directly in the center of that furthest back tree. Buccaneer Bay is open till 5. The park itself is open until 5. Thank you.
Tracy done found her a peacock on the fence. Got a little playground here for the kids.
Well, go play on the playground for a bit.
Or maybe we're playing, I'll just kind of show you what we're seeing here. Got the river over there.
They're playing a lot of copyrighted music in the background and I can't use that, so to give me an opportunity to talk with y'all a minute. Don't do that enough lately, I guess, in the videos, but we're trying to get back to that. The little red-headed granddaughter I have with me, she's been here about probably 4 or 5 years ago she came with us. The little blonde-headed granddaughter with us has never been here before, and this is actually her first weekend trip off with us. So we're really enjoying this.
Stand in front of the waterfall. This is where we're seeing the peacock. Turn around. That's it. Turn around.
Tranquility Trail.
That's all, everybody's having a good time.
There's the riverboat coming through the woods over there. Discovery Point. Got some animal exhibits.
Well, there's nothing in there.
Our park is actually made up of over 1,000 acres of protected land. Our first native reptile that calls our park home. Are you ready to meet him?
Yeah.
It's like, get on with it, lady. We're here to see the animals, right? He's about between 5 and 8 years old. Here. So how do we feel about snakes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard a boo. Who said that? You're good.
My brother had.
We got the diamondback rattlesnake. And did I get anybody with that one?
So
The scrub habitat. But regardless of pattern, what the pine snake is going to do is they're going to get in a striking position. They're going to flatten out their head and puff out their cheeks to mimic the head shape of the eastern diamondback. Entrance though, so if I could get a drum roll, please.
Oh, wow.
That fits a little. This is our American alligator, Lousy. Say hi, Lousy.
hi, Lizzie.
Taught her that herself. So Lousy here, she's about 3 years old, and I know
Well, that was pretty neat, showing off a couple turtles, snake, and a baby gator. Far building, you see a road slope roof where the mermaid show is. This is where we are in Line Lake. You can see the line stretching around. You can see the little clam with the pearl at the bottom of the side. This entrance we're about to walk through looked a lot different in the 1950s and 1960s. As you can see here in these videos, which I also found in the Florida Memory Archives. The entrance itself going down into the aquarium area is what's changed the most. This wall you can still kind of make and tell where it was. Now it's open where you'd walk down into it, and then the glass doors are at the bottom. Probably like to step on it, didn't I?
Show performers can hear your applause underwater, and like any other performer, they love it.
Come on to the greatest underwater show of them all. So get ready, get set, it won't be a bore. A spectacle of the likes you've never seen before. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I've got a couple more videos that show what this interior looked like during the 1950s and 60s from the archives. But we'll save them from the end and watch them right after we get done watching this show.
Let's spend some time to get to know each other. This scum is filling up our springs because of the runoff of nitrates from your heavy use of fertilizers. Oh no! You humans really love your green grass.